This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Gamefly. Go to gamefly.com/TYT for your free trial membership.
On Monday afternoon, Charlie Sheen was officially fired from 2.5 Men. It turns out that not only did Chuck Lorre and the other producers of the show decide that they wanted to cancel the rest of the season, they also officially decided that Charlie Sheen is no longer going to play the star role of the show. So Charlie Sheen reacted to this news. Surprisingly, or actually unsurprisingly, no one called him to let him know he was fired ahead of time. He found out through technology, and he was irate. He was very upset about it. So I'm going to read you his quote. He says, "I got a text or something. Here's the thing. These guys are such yellow cockroaches that they didn't even have the decency to call me. I put $5 million in their cheap suit pockets and another $500 million in what's his cheese's pockets. And this is the respect I get? It's just deplorable, and they should be ashamed of themselves."
On this planet, when you go and torch your boss, like the way Charlie Sheen did, you usually get fired. And when you torch him publicly and you call, you make honestly vaguely anti-Semitic comments about him, talking about, his Jewish name, et cetera, and all that nonsense, let alone all the other mental things that you've done, yeah, usually they don't give you a courtesy call. You find out through the press you've been fired. Shocking. So, and, he thinks that he's going to get respect because they made $5 billion or whatever he thinks they made off of 2.5 Men. Look, dude, that's business, right? And they did a good show, and you were part of that good show, but they were also part of that good show. If you just showed up on a set and nobody wrote anything, well, you think you would have made $5 billion on your own?
Yeah, what amazes me is how oblivious he is to the fact that 2.5 Men made him tremendously rich, okay? Like, I get it. He's the star character. He had the star role in that show. But still, it doesn't matter. He wasn't the writer. The writer is the person who really created that show. That person made you rich, okay? It's a give and take situation. He's just completely oblivious to that. He's just such a rock star, he's such a superstar that he refuses to even acknowledge the fact that they made him a wealthy person. He was getting paid $2 million per episode. What more do you want?
You're right, Anna. Look, but the thing is, the guy's brain is fried, obviously. Things that are obvious to us, he just can't understand at all. He was doing this Sheen's Corner thing where he tried like an hour-long radio show, and it was the most disastrous thing you've ever seen. I mean, he didn't know what to talk about. He kept just lighting a flame and talking about how he was going to do flaming torpedoes of truth, which he never really got to. He just kept bragging and bragging, but didn't tell us what the truth actually was. But the guy is just, as he himself admits, he's from a different planet. And the thing that bothers me the most about it is, look, I agree with Charlie Sheen that he's talented. You know me, I've always been on his side before he blew up like this. And I agree that he was a critical part of that show, and I like that show. But, dude, just by yourself, Charlie Sheen, if you go and you don't have good writers, you're going to be useless. Part of how we know that is Sheen's Corner. You just did a show, and it sucked.
Yeah, Cenk, when I was watching Sheen's Corner, I was thinking to myself, geez.
You have a camera up your nose.
That was good. Come on. Come on.
No. All of a sudden, Kasparian, world's greatest comedian.
Cenk, people don't know this about me, but I'm an underground gamer. I love to play video games.
Well, then you're going to love our new sponsor, Gamefly. They're the largest online video game rental service in the world. 7,000 titles, new and classic. Also, no late fees, no due dates. Shipping's always free.
Go to gamefly.com/TYT for a free trial membership.